everyone, Jackie here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another monthly budget report card. So we're going to take a look at July's budget, or our report card if you will, to see basically how everything panned out. Now if you've been following the channel, you're going to see a pretty consistent pattern of how much we're spending on each category. But you know, each month there are always a few things that are a little different than the previous month. So I'll go through it a little quickly, but I also like to do these videos for you guys just to kind of give you an update on how we're doing with some of the finance goals that we set, and let you know of anything coming up in the future as far as finance related or just in our life in general. So it's kind of like an update slash budget video, if you will. So I would say the biggest thing for July was that it was my birthday. I turned the big 35. So I did have some birthday money, which was actually nice because we were able to eat out. I mentioned in June's budget that I really wanted to eat out. I wanted to try this new crab leg place, and we got to eat there, and it was great. And so I'm really glad that I got to go. Ricky made, for July, he made $2,396.65, and again, I had birthday money of $160. This is basically, I share real numbers with you guys. We are a one-income family as of now, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about our change here coming up in a moment. But this is, basically Ricky's base pay along with some overtime. So he's been working real hard to try to get overtime any chance that he can get, because we are working the baby step 3, so Dave Ramsey's baby steps. The first one, is to save $1,000. The second one is to get out of debt, which we did. And the third one is to save 3 to 6 months of your regular expenses as an emergency savings. And so we are plugging away at that. With that, we're at about, here, we're a little bit into August. We have our savings up to about $700. We had to start over. If you guys have watched the journey at all, we did hit the road full time in the RV, and we lived and traveled and worked in the RV for 6 months, and then we've since come back and we basically started over. So that $1,000 emergency fund at the very beginning has started over, as well as the whole emergency fund. So we're at about 700 now. So with that, I'm super excited. Every time I am able to put more money in there, I want to just keep putting more money in there. So I have actually decided to take on a seasonal part-time job, and I'll probably be starting that about mid-September. When we were getting out of debt, I got a job working out here in Phoenix for one of the Amazon warehouses, and I did it part-time as well, and we put all that money towards our debt. And then when Ricky and I were traveling, we did work for Amazon out in Kentucky. He worked for the Amazon camper force, so our site and everything was covered. And I worked again the part-time through this temp agency as a seasonal worker out there in Kentucky. So if you guys are interested in hearing more about working in Amazon's warehouse as a temp or as a camper force, let us know. Ricky and I can do a video on that. We have done a video in the past about our work camping job at the sugar beet harvest, which I know a lot of you are watching now because it's coming up. So we can always do another one about Amazon. So let me know in the comments if you guys want us to do a video about working at the Amazon warehouses. So originally, when we came back to Arizona, I was not going to take on a job. Most of you know I stay home with the girls and I homeschool, and I have recently started building my online business of actually selling books on Amazon or through Amazon. And I have a second business, which is totally not relevant to any of that I'm actually in training for right now. So you'll hear more about that later towards the end of the year. But like I said, as we put more money in the savings, I really I want to crank it out. I want to get it cranked out. So we're going to get Gazelle Intense again, and I'm going to take on, I guess, what you would consider a third job in the realm of things, and I'm going to start working at the warehouse in September. So let's jump in. We're just going to go through July pretty quick. Like I said, most of these numbers are pretty much the same month to month. And again, these are real numbers. These are one income. When September comes, you'll start to see what we're going to do as a 2-income family. The goal is to still only live off of one income and to plug all of my money into savings. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so my first area here of expenses is my pay ourselves first. So we were able to put $288.44 into our emergency savings. We put $132.48 into our business growth. If you're interested in more about that, I've talked about it before. Personal, this is mine and Ricky's just personal money. We can use it as personal development, fun, whatever. That's kind of where we're at right now. I had $64.31. I had a little bit more than Ricky just because it was my birthday. My friend and I actually signed up for a bungee fitness class, and the wait was so long we won't be able to take it till September, but it's already paid for. And then Ricky had $49.52. So that was kind of like our pay ourselves first area. And then giving gifts, basically $29.85. This is what Ricky had spent for my birthday. Ricky and more like Arcadia, she wanted to get me something, which is sweet of her. So our rent is $950.35. We do rent a 2-bedroom apartment, and our water is part of the rent. So $60 of that is actually considered our water. We have renter's insurance, which is $10.75. We spent $309.01 on groceries, and this is just, this is at the grocery store. We eat out. You'll see that down there. That's separate. Our personal care, we only spent $3.30. Household, we didn't need to buy anything. Diapers and wipes, we spent $17. Cell phones, $90. That's we have 2 cell phones. And then our electricity bill was $92.75. It's gradually creeping up, but I'm excited that October's coming because then it will start to go down again. Our gas, we spent $149.70. Sorry, my girls are playing in the other room. And our car insurance is $112.54. We did not spend any money on maintenance or registration or roadside assistance or the girls' commission jobs. And then moving into our last category, which is our fun category, we spent $197.05 eating out. Again, we splurged. It was my birthday. I had birthday money, so we kind of just ate out quite a bit more than we originally had planned. We spent $50.97 on drinks. Basically, we had a few people over, so that's that. And then our Netflix is $8.63. And we're actually going to be canceling Netflix. Honestly, we haven't been watching it. We watch a lot of YouTube, and most of the time we're just not really on the TV. Our electricity is able to stay so low actually because we're on this program here in Arizona called the EZ3. So there's 3 hours out of the day where we try not to use the TV. We pre-cool our apartment so we don't have to use the air conditioner during that time. So really, having that non-electronics time kind of helps us to not watch TV, and it helps us to save money on our electricity and to actually spend time as a family. So that's just something a little random in there. But yeah, so like I said, for the most part, we've pretty much consistently been spending about $250 on our fun category. We always spend around $1,800, so we're a little shy of $1,800. We spend about $1,800 on our necessities. Giving is up and down, and our pay ourselves first is up and down, but our goal is we always put at least 10%, if not more, into that emergency savings, because we're really trying to bring that up. So like I mentioned, in September, I'm going to start working at Amazon again, part-time through a temp agency, Integrity, and I've kind of just made this like my seasonal job. I've worked at Macy's before when I was in high school, and then after I had graduated high school a few years later, I started working at Macy's as kind of like a seasonal job. So I kind of like having these part-time seasonal jobs available for me, so that times like this, if we really want to crank out savings, or we want to have extra Christmas money, whatever it might be, I can go in there and crank out, 20, 25 hours a week and bring in some extra money for the family. As well, it's a good way because I am home all the time. It's kind of a nice change to be able to get out of the house and interact with other adults. The thing though is normally I would do it and I would start in November, but they actually start hiring as early as now in August. And the reason I picked September to start, one, I wanted to get a little more time, but the reason I'm not going to start now is because Elsa, my youngest, it's her 3rd birthday at the end of the month, so we already have reservations with our friend to be up in Sedona, and we're going to be spending 3 nights up in a cabin at the end of the month. So I didn't want to have to start a job and try to get time off right away. So as soon as we get back from working or from visiting up north, then I'll be starting that job. And the plan is just to do it through the end of the end of the year. However, if my energy level and everything else is still functioning well and I don't feel overworked, then I may stick with it longer. So we'll just see. So again, join me next month. We'll go over August budget report card, and I'll keep you guys updated on the new job. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.